All right, this is the voiceover supplement for question number 5. Hopefully this actually records my voice this time. So I'm not going to go through the whole mechanism again. You can follow all the arrows on the previous slide. Now, the things I wanted to explain to you here. First of all, it's okay to draw your PLP cofactor as starting off like I have shown here. So what I'm showing you over here is, this is our PLP cofactor bound to the lysine already. All right, you don't have to draw it, this PLP binding to the lysine and forming that Schiff's base or that amine. You can just start with it here. Likewise, with the PLP cofactor, I don't want you to know all the different little functional groups hanging off of them, even though off the aromatic ring, even though they're not that complex. I'm fine with you just knowing it as a pyridine ring here. So you do have to know there's an aromatic ring with a positively charged NH at the bottom, and you can draw it right away covalently attached to the lysine. All right, now as you move through the mechanism here, I'm trying to remember the other things. So the first part of this is basically we're doing an imine exchange. So we have our nitrogen attack the PLP cofactor, and this occurs in 2 steps. Now, once we have our amino acid over here on this part, once we have our amino acid covalently attached to the PLP cofactor with an imine, our next step in an aminotransferase reaction is going to be to deprotonate the alpha carbon. All right, and so I showed you that in the mechanism. If you want to, you can go back and watch how that occurred. All right, and then we proceed on down the line to products. All right. Now, when we're going back the opposite way, all right, that was the black arrows that you saw in the silent video. The things to keep in mind are that the reactant going in the reverse direction is going to be alpha ketoglutarate. So we have to add in this extra CH2 group. And I tried to do that at various points along the way. I tried to remind you, yes, there's supposed to be an extra CH2 there. There's supposed to be an extra CH2 here, extra CH2 here. All right, so those are really the key parts of this whole thing. As long as you watch the other video and understand the things I just said, then you'll be fine on this mechanism.